Good morning, everyone. This is meteorologist John Keys with your Southeast Idaho weather planning briefing for Tuesday, February 5th. And things are going to start winding down here over the next 36 hours or so. We're watching our low now moving on into the western states. The low is still expected, the big chunk of it, to dive to the south, and we'll show you what's going to happen. That's actually going to kind of keep the snow at bay, except in a few spots for later on this evening. The back edge of this storm will finally be moving through tomorrow. That's going to kick off just a little bit more snow before we get a brief break in the action and we reload things for the latter part of the week into the weekend. What has changed today? The models continue. Unfortunately, you would think as we're in the throes of this event, the models would be more organized. They're not, and it's because things are more showery with this pattern. However, there is higher confidence tomorrow of one of these convergence bands we talk about, and we'll show you what that means in a moment for tomorrow across the area. What we do know, it's going to be mostly snowfall today, Basically, it's going to be cold enough, very little rain expected. Again, we have that band of snow for tomorrow for enhanced snowfall from the Arco Desert southeast through Bear Lake, the Bear River Range. And the beginning of the colder weather has already arrived. We will see some stratus and fog Friday morning, especially once you get in the upper part of the Snake Plain into the Island Park area. That may be the only day we have a really bad issue with that. What we don't know yet is that weekend storm track and timing. That's going to determine the snowfall across our area. Now, you'll notice we've thrown up a couple of our high-resolution models here, and it's just to show you how disorganized things have become across the area. We do have the first band of snow that is already lifted north and east into the northern parts of our forecast area. We have more snow moving in from the south and west out of Nevada. We'll go through the rest of the morning, and you can kind of see by the time we get to right around noon just how different things are. Snow letting up in the central mountains, but you see this band of snow holding off in the one model. One on the right is called the HER model, and that is holding on to more snow up around Island Park. The 3-kilometer NAM does not. They're both holding on to some more snow across the southeast corner. Now we'll go into this evening. That band lifts to the north and to the east. We continue with some snow up around Chalice, up through Salmon towards Lost Trail Pass. The HER doesn't have a lot of snow to the south. The NAM has a more widespread band of light snow to the south. But you do notice it's drying out in between. There's a dry slot working in with that low to the west. And again, that's going to cut off some precipitation across the area. We'll go through 7 o'clock this evening, and this pattern is going to stay pretty persistent. So light snow up along our northern border, some spotty light snow down towards the Utah border as well. And we'll take this through the rest of the period. And you'll notice as we go through the night, we do have the snow laying up to the south. There's a little more organized area of snow developing in the upper part of the valley and up in the Island Park area. I think this is more of the stratus and flurry type thing more than a really organized band of light snow, but some pockets of light snow or flurries elsewhere as well. This is probably a sign of a small stratus deck developing tomorrow morning in the upper part of our forecast area. So we go through the day tomorrow. You'll notice that we'll start to see this band of snow developing across the upper Snake Plain, dropping to the south. And we're actually going to have a couple of things working here. We have this, what we call the convergence band, winds from the west working up the Snake Plain, some winds from the north working down from Montana. We also have some snow developing in bands coming off the central mountains. In northwest flow, this does happen. So we have a couple of things going on with that. That actually will continue into tomorrow night. It's going to try to slip towards Burley as the colder air pushes through, but you'll notice into Thursday morning that eventually will end, and by the time we actually get to Thursday evening, again, we're pretty much going to be left without a lot of precip across the area. Here's the snowfall expected for the rest of the morning. Again, most of it's going to be in the highlands, and most of these areas seeing a couple of inches. Some of the higher peaks, maybe 2 to 3 to 4 inches. Again, also with the upslope into the Island Park area, a little more snow continuing up there as well versus the rest of the area. By this afternoon, snow, not much expected. Most of the higher elevations seeing an inch, maybe 2 inches on some of the higher peaks as well. In the overnight hours, there's the void of snow across the Snake Plain. Very light snow expected. This continues into tomorrow morning. And as we go into tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, you can see where that band of snow is developing. Right now, snow amounts generally an inch, maybe 2 up off the valley floor. This is one of these situations, if this band gets organized, we could see a little more snow of that. And again, that'll generally be the Arco Desert area around craters back towards Pocatello, Idaho Falls, Blackfoot, and back into the southeastern highlands. And you'll see that band holding on through all the way till Friday morning. I'm going to quickly show you the winds. The wind's picking up today, but again, blowing and drifting snow, it's going to be interesting in the lower elevations because a lot of the snow has still been wet. It's not going to necessarily be blowing and drifting a whole lot. There are some places that it will occur, though. It's not a non-zero chance. It's going to be in the higher elevations. We still have to worry about the snow. Gusts this afternoon around 25 to 35 miles an hour across the Snake Plain, across the higher ridges, and you'll see those winds letting up as we go into the overnight hours. And as we go into tomorrow, gusty winds across the Magic Valley into the southern highlands. You can see that northerly wind kicking in and pushing across down to the south. And where we get that winds coming together, convergence of the winds, that's where we're going to see that band setting up tomorrow. Not a lot of wind to the north, but still some pretty gusty south and west winds to the west of that boundary across the Magic Valley, the southern highlands, back into the Treasure Valley as well. Now, here's what's going to happen Friday and the weekend. This is just one idea, and it does look like at this particular time we're going to see some snow moving in. This is actually the slower of the models. We do have a little bit of snow possible Friday into Saturday. One of the models has the snow really moving in Saturday into Sunday and a lot more widespread on Sunday. This particular model shows the better chance of snow going into Monday. That's because this is a slower storm than some of the other models we were looking at. So just think about it. Unsettled weather through the weekend, a chance of snow, still remaining cold across the area. We'll eventually see things trying to break out towards the first part of next week. And just wanted to show you the temperatures. Like I said, it's going to be colder across the area. This will probably be the last day we see widespread temperatures at or above freezing. It's going to be pretty chilly as we go through the rest of the week. Overnight lows are going to be definitely below zero. We're going to have to deal with inversions. And like I said, the best chance of seeing any widespread fog or stratus is going to be Friday morning across the area. And then temperatures trying to warm up from Pocatello back into the Burley and the Treasure Valley. That might be just a tad fast depending on how things develop. Otherwise, folks, have a great day out there. Be safe. If you need any information, please go ahead and give us a call at the office. We'll be here.